Well, here's an engine that I've been after for a very long time. This is a Burnac Vulcan model steam engine, vertical boiler, as you can see, vertical engine. These were made in the late 40s, I think 1946 to 1949 was the production run. British engine. And those of you who follow my channel will have already seen that I have a Burnac Vulcan and did a video on it. However, they come in two flavours. One with a brass boiler and one with a copper boiler. And as you can see from the video, this one is the copper boilered variant. And the first one I had was the brass boilered version, which generally tends to be a bit more common, I think. But I wanted both versions because it's interesting to compare the two, and I'll stick the brass boiler one on next to it in a minute so you can have a look. This one is in very good condition. I believe the red parts have been repainted. I think the base paint's original, but the red bits I think have been redone, which is fine. That doesn't detract from it at all, in my opinion. It's missing the smokestack and the burner, and this is not the original throttle screw. This would have been the regulator screw here. That would have been well, I'll show you in a minute when you see the other one. But other than that, it's complete. It's all free. It all turns. So I'm kind of hoping that this will be a runner without too much problem. The sight glass looks nice and clear. I think really all it needs is a bit of a clean up, polish up the boiler, and we should be good to go. So very little work on that. I'll bring the brass one in so you can have a look. Let's move that one across. And there's his brother. And as I said, as you can see, that they are identical. It's just that this one has a brass boiler rather than the copper. This is what the regulator screw should look like, just like this. Whereas this one is just a conventional screw. But no, I mean they're apart from the fact that the metal that the boiler is made from is different, they're exactly the same. So. Yes, I now have both of them. Oh, I actually do have a smokestack for the brass one. Let's come back a bit. Yeah, so that's what your smokestack would look like. Ooh. There you go. So I need to make one of those, but it's only a bit of brass tube, so that should be sort of fairly easy to fabricate, I think. But yeah, very, very pleased to have this. So we'll give it a clean up, and then we'll get it steamed. Well, here's the copper boilered Burnac Vulcan. It's had a good old clean up. Copper always comes up really nice. Doesn't stay nice for very long, but it does come up really nice. And yeah, it's come up really well. There was actually a couple of little jobs to do on it. This fitting here was actually loose in the top of the boiler, so I've actually had to resolder that in, but that was an easy job. And if you remember, this was originally a 4BA screw in here for the throttle screw, and it should be a little knurled cap like that so I just turn that one up on the lathe fairly quickly. But yeah, it's looking really nice. I think it's ready to go. I haven't got a burner for it, but I can borrow the burner out of the other Vulcan I've got for the purposes of the test run. So yeah, let's get it steamed. Well, the burner's been going for a while now, so hopefully we've got some steam pressure. Yes, look at that, isn't that smooth as silk? Let's see if we can slow it down a bit. Yeah. Might need to make the regulator screw a bit longer. But it's certainly running okay. No problem at all. Flywheel's a little bit off, but quite often they are on the Burnacs. Something's not quite lined up right because it shouldn't really make that. There's a slight noise coming from it. I'll let you have a listen. That's like sloppy there somewhere. But it runs fine. Oh, well pleased with that. Yeah, it's very little work required on this one, so it always makes a nice change. They are nice engines. I do like Burnac Vulcans. They are a nice little steam engine. Okay, well there you go. The copper boilered version of the Burnac Vulcan, under steam for the first time since I've had it, and running very well indeed. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.